You could use mahis, I guess.
All right. Welcome, one and all, to the Tridents Are Us company town. As you can see, there is a trident, there is a town. Woo! Wow, my field of view seems crazy. It's the speed beacons. That's what it is. Okay, cool. Well, just so you know, we are here to celebrate a Patreon build contest today. What we do is we do these parades where everybody has an hour to build something related to the theme. We're going to talk more about the theme once we get the timer going. Is everybody ready? By which that's hypothetical. On your mark, get set, build. Okay, now that we have that 1 hour timer counting down, it is time for everyone to begin build in some sort of parade float related to the theme, which is the annual World Nuclear Energy Day, traditionally held on December 2nd. But you know what? We're always a little bit ahead of the curve here on the Joe Hill's Patreon server. December 2nd, of course, being Fermi's birthday. Are we in the same spot? I don't know. I'm in this spot. Yeah. Zoekins is not building. Joju is not building. Okay. So some of the people here are building, some of the people are not. But yeah. Go ahead and claim your spot. Put a sign in front of you as soon as you can. Let's see. We got our first builder working on something here. Kindleless is doing something. We have 59 minutes and 2 seconds remaining, and Kindleless has already thrown this together. I thought we were being teleported, says Joju. Why would we be teleported? That throws... Every time I teleport everybody at the beginning of the parade, I get yelled at because people are, like, gathering things from their places. Nope. Good luck. There is a company town teleporter to Trident Town from spawn, though. But you've got 58 minutes and 36 seconds, Joju. I'm pretty sure you can turn that around. All right. I'm going to... Whoa, I'm in a bubble column. I'm going to adjust my flight path so I don't go through the bubble column. And we are going to zoom out far enough we can kind of see several contestants. Then I've got to Alt-Tab and get a few things set up on the stream side. These hour-long build contests, you know, I like to give people the whole hour, so I've got some stuff to do, like switching my voice off push to talk. La-da-da. Okay, cool. We are no longer on push to talk on Discord. I also need to open up the YouTube chat. YouTube, you can't open the chat before you start the stream, so I needed to start the stream and the parade, and now I can pop out the chat here. We're not doing any music on this stream because copyright would mean no VOD at that point, and it's fun to share the VODs of these if we can. Let's see. Welcome, Jill Jackson in the YouTube chat. Welcome, Triforce, Chicken Nugget, Tara Jane, and Kindleless MC in the Twitch chat. Hope you feel better soon there, Triforce. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. So we've got the chat open. I need to tweak some things on YouTube to make sure that the, what do you call it? The slow mode matches Twitch. Cool, cool, cool. I'm the only moderator working right now, so it's just easier to keep all that simplified across the board. Okay, switch the game over to Minecraft here because you can't do that in advance on YouTube. Bum, bum, bum. Gaming, Minecraft. And save. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see, just as a reminder, I'm down here in the lower left. We do spin-based tips or rotational tips during these events. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I need to do time set day / game rule do daylight cycle false. Okay. Good evening, Josh2K1. Glad you could join us. Welcome, Quill Lava Bucket. Welcome, Peregrine Okay, did I actually post the tipping link? Yes. Did I take down the setting up now sign? I did not even set it up. That's how set up we were. We were so prepared for this stream. Okay. So here we go. I've got to get all my chat windows and stuff neatly aligned. This is the sort of thing I normally do during the opening theme, but instead we do this during the first 5 minutes while people start building. Let's just zip around here. We've got Mailman Dave working over here. We've got whatever this is. Lady Oolong is making some sort of oblong egg. Another comparable thing over here from Superstone with different materials. Maybe that's a combined thing. I like to hypothesize a little bit about what I'm seeing. How are you doing that? Is that an auto block placing mod, Kindleless?
Yeah, I'm using a Litmatica printer.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't explicitly said that that's prohibited, but that will be reflected in the judging.
I wasn't planning on hiding it from you.
Well, clearly not. Yeah. Yeah, because Litematica printing, I've never actually seen it used before, because that is definitely prohibited on Hermitcraft. So, yeah. That's interesting to see. That does explain how you got that other thing thrown together in, or the other part thrown together in like 10 seconds, which is now
it
gone.
runs on a toggle, and I had it turned on when I loaded the schematic and had to tear half of it down.
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think there's like a server-side way to disable that, but if there was, I probably would disable that, because that is not really in the spirit of a survival multiplayer world. But once again, we have already started the timer. It is too late for me to be making new rules for this event. But yeah, that's gonna cost you in points. Welcome, Art Omelet. Glad you could join us. Welcome, Ender Ninja. What are these blocks?
The reinforced deep slate ones?
Oh, is that reinforced deep slate? Okay. They're like on the corner of like the first.
Yes.
Or yeah, the corners of each. Okay.
Yeah, the alpaca decided to put those down in because why not?
Huh. Okay. Not a block I see very often, but that's cool.
Well, it's not a block we can place normally, so.
Chef Nutmeg, wishing everyone good luck with the parades. Thanks for popping by, Chef Nutmeg. I'm going to go ahead and fly around here a little bit just to get some more chunks loaded in for the long distance Bobby mod render while we let our players get their builds going. Oh, this is a fun little floating island thing here. You'll love to see all that crazy Minecraft world done. That is actually really cool. See, like, in early seasons of Hermitcraft, that would have been like, okay, that's my base. But I'm sure this is way the heck out in Pearl, so it's hard to justify going that far out for something like that when realistically it's like, well, I could probably freehand something like that. It won't be as good. Rolling around and loading chunks up. Let's see, I had the World Energy Day website loaded up earlier. So if anybody's curious about World Nuclear Energy Day, they're not a sponsor. They are just the theme of this parade, which was selected by our hosts at the Tridents Are Us Trident Town, company town over here. So let's see, we can kind of sweep this way, load in some more chunks. Get that broad vista going on. Minecraft. It's amazing how untouched all this is out here. Like, y'all have really been concentrating your energy on the town itself.
We did a little bit of exploring, but there's not much other than we grabbed some villagers from that villager right north of us.
Mm-hmm.
and by some I mean all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like some of the other towns I visited, like the ones that were along that big road, they tended to like extend out along that road, like there'd be additional stuff. But I guess you guys, because you're more, I don't know, uh, since you're kind of off on your own, there's not as much of a reason to expand out.
Oh yeah, there's the Turtle Beach that we destroyed over to the east, or yeah, east of us.
Okay, that might be what I'm about to load in here. I've got some chunks that are queuing up, but
Yeah, it's right east of us. There's a beach that was like, I don't know, 30 to 50 turtles on,
mm-hmm.
and we just destroyed it for sand.
Well, that's fair. And there's some cool ravines and stuff over here. It's so fun just flying around in Minecraft sometimes, because yeah, there's the world gen is just I was gonna say top notch, but people would think that was a pun. Um, yeah, I see devastated Turtle Beach here. All the sand. Yeah, that's more of what I was expecting, was like random resource gathering places and outposts and things like that.
We also did a lot of stuff in the Nether. So
Mm-hmm.
if you went to the Nether and like just looked at the bottom, like Y 15,
Mm-hmm.
it's absolutely gone.
Oh wow. You guys are really close to the world border here too, huh?
Yes, we are. That's why we're like so remote.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh wow, yeah, I was looking at the coordinates in the upper left. X 100 or sorry, 14,735. Yeah. Welcome, awesome. Glad you could join us. What is the SMP? This is my Patreon patrons SMP. $10 a month gets folks on here. And we have different towns that were created by folks at the beginning of the season that have selected holidays that they want to host parades for. This is the Trident town, hence the Trident. And the parade they are hosting is World Nuclear Energy Day. As you can see, they have a very large nuclear power plant silo here. Do you guys have the rest of the power plant as well? Is this
Yeah,
what this
I
whole...
mean, so, yeah. Basically, this whole like place is the power plant. But
Gotcha. Oh, wow. Is this like a mob farm inside of here?
yeah, you want me to turn it on?
Might not be a good idea in the middle of the parade.
No, it won't. It won't. It won't affect it too
It
bad.
won't kill the server. No, you can turn it on then. Yeah.
I watch all the lights.
Okay. It's a copper processing facility. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna slash affect myself with night vision. Okay, so the drowned come up, they spawn on either side, and then they go down into this trough in the middle.
Yep.
And then there's a beacon here.
Oh,
Oh, and you
beacon
just,
is.
and you
Yeah, then I just
manually
slash
kill
them.
them. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's how you get. That's the only way you can get copper out of them is for manually killing them. So.
Gotcha. Very cool.
And then if you go down below,
Mm-hmm.
we've actually got it processing um, through water streams.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of these water streams goes and feeds uh, the flesh up to a spot where we got some clerics. Then this
Oh,
water
yeah, I see
stream
the
over
clerics.
here sends all the copper over to the copper facility. This one handles all the other miscellaneous things and grabs the tridents with the LAs in the little cage there.
Oh, this is real cool. And so, let's see, we launched this, back in February or March, this server? And you
Yeah,
guys, and
and
you had,
we didn't do this part
mm-hmm,
until later because we were waiting for um the copper lights so we could do
mm-hmm.
that little like uh the chain lighting thing.
Oh, which looks really cool, yeah. But yeah, you had the core of the town in the first 3 months or so. Um,
Yeah, and we were digging out the hole for the the fire for the farm as well.
Mm-hmm. Is this a scoot ball arena?
It is.
Oh, that's fun. That's new. That wasn't here last time that I stopped by.
Nope. It's yeah, it's there with the school. So it's their scoop ball arena for the school.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we've actually populated a lot of the main shops on town,
Mm-hmm.
like the police department slash civil whatchamacallit. Um,
Police department. Let me see if I can find that here.
it's over next to the fire department, which is easier to find because it's brick.
Fire department. Ah, that one there. Very cool. Yeah, a little fire truck. That's cool. And then you said the police department was across from it? Oh, there it is, yeah. Constabulary and administration.
Yeah.
I'm not the
So we
best
got
at flying around. Most wanted. I see that the most wanted list is not really popular right now. You guys don't want anybody, I guess.
But we have our Windows XP computers upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are fun. Yeah. And those are player heads that you guys
Yeah.
Decapitated and then armor standed or item framed.
Actually, I just slapped those down, or I
Oh,
slapped.
that's right. You can just slap heads down at an angle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the bank and the diner as well populated.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, where are those?
Right on the other side of the fire department
Mm-hmm.
is Trident Financial, and then the diner.
Ah. Oh, there's a cute little diner. Oh, here's the bank. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the bank. Oh, I keep forgetting they put these creepy portraits in of the villagers. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then a little diner here. So you got glass around. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's like a traditional little foyer so the breeze doesn't get in.
Mm-hmm.
And you got your food for sale in here. That's fun.
And then across the way, we've also I just finished our movie theater
Mm-hmm.
and our Trident R Us flagship store.
Oh, is this? Oh, I see you got some Star Wars maps here that
Yeah.
I saw folks were working on those.
Yeah, Stellar made them, and I just bought the maps, but I wanted to put up a theater, and I really like my theater.
Yeah, let's go inside. I've been admiring the maps in here. We got a nice little ticket queue. Screen 2, Empire now seating. Hey, yeah, this is looking good. I like the way you've got it lit with the lit carpet, kind of mossy lichen or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it's
Projection
also
booth back here too.
there's also down underneath this shulker. There's a whatchamajigger.
Yeah, light or something.
Yeah, and I did make the projector also a light, so
Mhm.
it helps.
No, it gives a sense of it. Yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah, I really enjoy the theater how it came out.
Mm-hmm. Well, very cool. Do you have any other future plans for Trident Town? Other municipal buildings or city stuff that you're looking to put in?
I want to fill out Trimart, which is a shop next door
Mm-hmm.
with some stuff we've got sold in the end,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've got a school to populate
Mm-hmm.
with over here next to the scoop ball.
Mm-hmm. So, how many folks are working on this with you?
Just alpaca.
Gotcha. Well, this is an amazing effort for 2 people. Congratulations on all this.
Yeah. And then I guess we also had all the people put in some food trucks over at the entrance there. So
Is the entrance the big portal, or no?
yeah. Oh no, the entrance is technically the
The
Trident.
That's what I thought.
But we got to the end of the road. It was like, well, what do we do with the end of the road? So I just put a giant ass portal.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, I like these little food stalls and trucks. This is cute. Very cute. Okay, this is cool. And then we got a few little houses over here. Have you guys, you and Alpaca claimed particular houses for your own stuff, or are the houses purely decorative?
Currently, they're purely decorative. We had some like test houses over in the like our proto area over to the east.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like where
Um,
you got this little farm and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
you're setting up.
where I had never even put a roof on my house.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of like, all right, I've got it. I've got a second floor, and then I just didn't stop or didn't finish.
No, that's fair.
Because it was we started just building other things up. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was kind of like, well, I've got storage there. That's all I care about. And then we moved everything over. We haven't actually moved everything. We've just created additional storage for everything over in one of the garages over there by the nuclear silo.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, it's always easier to just kind of just expand rather than relocate. Uh, let's see, we got some folks popping in saying some things. Elam says, "Yo, I used to watch your Feed the Beast stuff. Awesome. Yeah, that was quite a while ago, but I do have fun playing modded Minecraft. I'm looking forward to doing some of that again. Don't have anything to announce yet, but I was thinking sometime early next year kicking off a new modded series at some point. Um, let's see. Some Earthling says my favorite hermit supporting my favorite form of energy. Sold. Well, I do what I can. So yeah, welcome some Earthling. We have, let's see how much time left on the clock. 39 minutes and 18 seconds. I'm really bad at like being like, okay, we're at the 40-minute mark. 2/3 remain. It's like, no. Nope, I missed it. That was 41 seconds ago. That's fine. It's not a precision art hosting Minecraft build contests. But yeah. This is one of, I believe we have about a dozen towns, a dozen company towns like this on my Patreon server. And the way it worked is when the server first launched, I told people, hey, if you want to claim a town in 3 months, we'll have a build contest where I check out everybody's towns or whatever. And whoever gets first place gets first choice for what holiday they want to have a parade for. Second place gets second choice, all the way down. And so yeah, World Nuclear Energy Day was the holiday selected by Trident Town. And we are here celebrating that. I guess we got the big armor stands in, huh? That's clearly working.
We don't. I used a pickaxe.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that adding the updated armor stand thing was on my list for when I go in and do the Everstorm setup today. And I've also got to set up a test version of the thing Toxic Glitter sent me for the new modded server. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of server work today. Not necessarily right now in the middle of the day, because obviously y'all are here for the parade float, so it's a bad time to take down the server and update mods. But yeah, a little bit later.
I didn't realize that was going to work on an armored stand.
The giving it the pickaxe that makes it huge.
Yeah.
Apparently. Huh. Well, that's interesting. We've got some sort of container of a spherical sort here. Could be anything. Ooh, now we're underneath. Size changing items also works on foxes as long as it doesn't have to be offhanded. Oh, because a fox can carry an item. What about an allay that picks one up? Would handing an allay a size changing item change the size of the allay? Centordron says, haven't tested actually. Well,
I know where to test one.
yeah, I was gonna say, is this this is the iron pickaxe is an offhand one. So I've got this micro parkour.
That's also an offhand one, huh?
Oh, is it? Okay. Hmm. The cookie works in either hand. I don't know if I have one of the cookies on me, actually, though. I would say that says, I didn't know Nuclear Energy Day and World AIDS Day were on the same date. I don't know that they are. World Nuclear Energy Day is technically tomorrow, but because it's easier for Patreon patrons to do parades on Sunday than Monday because of work, we're doing it today. And we are 35. We have 35 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the parade. Ooh, ravine. I'm easily distracted. Oh, so this used to cut underneath the whole thing here. Very cool. Like, I feel like ravines were added about a year into me playing Minecraft. They weren't, like, part of the world gen originally. We had a lot more floating structures when Minecraft first launched, but no ravines and, like, didn't have a lot of the stuff we have today. But yeah, Hellbur says, nice cooling tower. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, that's what the tower's for. Okay. Stretching out. Just as a reminder, for this stream, we're doing rotation-based tips or tip-based rotations or whatever. So the camera, instead of getting bigger when people tip, will rotate 1 degree angular. We are currently at 0 degrees angular, so if you'd like to rotate that camera, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Foxes will eat the cookie if you give it to them. Good to know. I didn't know foxes could eat food items, but I guess that makes sense. Welcome, Brunetta. Glad you could join us. We are currently hosting a parade float build contest on my Patreon SMP server. Foxes will eat any food item after some time holding it. So the way the format of this works is everybody has an hour to build their float. And it's themed around whatever holiday the hosting village or company town has selected. In this case, Trident Town has selected World Nuclear Energy Day. So everybody has an hour to build a parade float for World Nuclear Energy Day. And there is 33 minutes left and 36 seconds in that building period. Once we run out of building time, I will go through the parade from front to back, and people will present what their builds are. And then after that, there will be judgment. So we're going to see how this goes. We're giving everybody a chance to build. I try not to look at the builds too closely at this point. We're just kind of hanging out and letting people do their thing, so that way they can present it. I can see it with fresh eyes later. But yeah, this is a fun little town. It is wild how big a scoop ball arena is. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's true of any arena. It just, yeah, takes up space. So, yeah, and even in, like, Sim City, I remember the arenas taking up a lot of room. Were those in the original SimCity, or was that SimCity 2000 that added those? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up at some point. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Oh, these are the fun sign lines with the carpets. Perfect for parking lots.
Yeah, as soon as Grid posted that, we were like, oh god, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, that day, we were like, oh, we're doing this.
Yeah, it's like, why isn't everybody doing this? It's so elegant and simple. And then once the pale gardens get added, we'll have that white wood to get proper white lines on the roads.
Tuesday is going to be a busy day.
Mm-hmm. Ender Ninja writes, is SimCity different than The Sims? Probably. I haven't played The Sims, but I'm assuming they're both city builder games where you designate residential, commercial, and industrial zones, lay power lines and roads, and add trains. Britta says, when I was picking what live Minecraft video to watch, I picked this because of all the amazing construction. Yeah, this is not personally my build. I do build stuff in Minecraft, but this is my Patreon SMP server that folks in my community build on. Let's see. So we are currently hanging out in Trident Town. But, you know, since we got at least 31 more minutes precisely until the judging, maybe it's a good time for me to go see what else is going on in here. Oh, I'm in spectator mode. I can't go through portals. But yeah, we can zip around the server a little bit.
The closest town is Denver, which is like 4,000 blocks north of us.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to head to spawn. So from here, I can set my game mode to creative. And, okay, Yurgi put in the teleporters to the different towns.
It's the
Okay,
giant
put in
honey
the-
thing.
Honey thing. Giant honey thing. This giant honey thing. Oh, wow, this is cool. This one?
Yeah, there's a honey tower or honey Vader up and down.
Ah, and there's little nooks. Oh, this is great. Okay. Cake Land, the sweetest place ever. We were just at... Okay, so there's Team Backlots. Here's Ziggurat coming soon. Okay. Since Denver is the one that's going to be hosting the next week's tournament, or not next week, like later this month tournament, I wanted to see if I could find my way over there. 5280. Yeah, here's the one to take us to Denver. 5280. Yeah, Denver's on the very bottom floor. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have the Festival of Lights Parade Float Build Contest here in the Mile High City build that Mantua Maker has been working incredibly hard on. I haven't loaded these since these chunks since we updated Minecraft, so you'll have to give me a second to really fly around for Bobby Mod reasons. But yeah, this is another incredibly gorgeous build. We've got about a dozen of these on the server, and we have different holiday parades throughout the year. We're currently doing World Nuclear Energy Day at Trident Town, but in about 2 weeks we've got the Holiday of Lights, or Holiday Light Festival. I forget the exact name of it that we're hosting here. Non-denominational illumination-based festivities at the Mile High City. So yeah, we're just gonna fly around here and let this load in for a minute. But wow, it is wild how much work Mantua Maker has been putting into this. Uh-oh, I think Minecraft is freaking out. Not enough RAM for all these chunks. What is my actual render distance set to? Maybe we turn that down just a bit. Yeah, 39 should be okay. But yeah, so we're going to have our holiday Festival of Lights over here in 2 weeks. And we can go visit some places we had some other parades in the past as well, I suppose. Welcome, Drawing Den. This does indeed look most excellent. So if we go back here to this transit terminal, I think there's a teleporter to take us back to spawn. Because I know how things work. Or do I? There it is. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Back this way then. And down. I said down. Yeah, the route. This is, we had a parade here. Ooh, what was this about? It was something with bells. Ooh. And Homestar Runner. And Triangle Shirtwaist Fires. Was this our Labor Day parade? I do believe it was. So, yeah, the route is a very different build than the other more urban builds that we've seen. Here we've got some factories and some roadside attractions and whatnot around here, which is very cool. Let's see. If I was going to fly back the way I came, though. You know what? Let's just teleport back. And check out some others. Happy Sunday, Cementhead. 25 minutes and 45 seconds remain in the build contest. Okay, Trident Town, that's where we came from earlier. That's where we're going back to. Concave Company Town. I don't think Concave has hosted their parade yet. Team Skyblock. That is... Pressing button could cause death by void. That's good to know. Apparently I have an elytra on and I didn't even realize it. Wow, there's a lot of void here. As the chunks are loading in on the Bobby mod and refreshing. Wow, this is a significant amount of void. I don't know how hard it is to remove this much bedrock, but I'm assuming it takes a while.
It has been a very busy month since the last petitions, Joe.
Clearly. Okay, so some of this is still here. But I'm assuming that this machine thing on top of this is going to remove this last quadrant.
Yeah, it's just turned off for the parade for courtesy's sake.
Appreciate that. Okay. So yeah, we had a parade route along this. Team Skyblock's road was, I think, out this way. Toward all these machines that are now floating above the void. Hey, Champagne Jane, thank you for signing up for the Patreon. Just so you know, I send the invites for Patreon once a day in a batch manually. So while I have seen that come in, I'll be processing all those in a few hours. So don't worry if you don't get that invite immediately, because right now I am live streaming. Wait, wasn't there a parade at Team Skyblock already? Or am I mistaken?
We had a petition there.
You had petitions there, but you didn't have a parade. Okay. Let's go back here and see what else is going on around the server. Okay, so that's all of layer 1 here. Up and down to layer 2. Noir hasn't had their parade yet. Ziggurat hasn't had theirs. I don't think Backlots has had theirs. 15 Years had the parade in August. They did. Okay. 15 Years back up here? That's too high. See, we were just there. Okay, so I think I need to go down one more here. Ah, here's 15 Years. Whoops. 15 Years celebrates 15 years of Minecraft. And their parade theme, I believe, was Roller Coaster Day. And so they've got a bunch of different cool roller coaster theme parade floats in here. But their town itself is actually a commemoration of every update in Minecraft history, featuring the blocks from that particular update. Like, hey, here's the update that added the amethyst. Caves and Cliffs Part 1. Minnie Zoekin says, the roller coaster theme parade is what caused me to join the Patreon. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I like this Deadpool plus Enderman mushroom roller coaster cart. Looks like I see the Trident Town logo there. That might have been done by our Trident Town pals. Alpacatastic, yes, that's right. But yeah, it's like, oh, what was added in this update? Added super flat world type. Well, that sells it. I like the slime. The 1.0 adventure update, 1.0 launch. Yep. Oh, is this the Nether update? When they added the Nether, I think that was called the Halloween update. That was when I joined, or when I got Minecraft. Where are the lecterns for these? These are just the overall ones. So I guess everything... So I guess this starts with 1.0 and the addition of the end and the Ender Dragon. But yeah, that's cool. Super flat stuff over there. Jungle biome. Yeah, I think Hermitcraft was created right around when the jungle biome was added. Like the first Hermitcraft, because that was a big thing everybody was super excited about. Oh my gosh, I've had 3 cups of coffee today. Ooh. Sorry, Discord. The push to talk pedal does not cut the mic for that. The Desert Pyramid was added in 1.3. Oh, that's right. Wow. Withers. Oh, this is one of my favorite updates when they added canyons and terracotta. Woo. But okay, I think it's time to teleport back. We've got some more stuff underway. We kind of took some time away from the builds. 19 minutes and 8 seconds remain for our builders here. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody's working for the parade float. Do, 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 do. Okay. So which way are these facing? Okay, so are they facing toward the trident or are they facing toward the portal?
Towards the portal to
Okay.
west.
Gotcha. Okay. So when I actually do my judging, I need to come from this side back here. Got it. Okay. Lots of elaborate parade float builds underway here at Trident Town. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go back real quick to the World Nuclear Energy Day website. Apparently, there are events all over the world on their calendar, which I didn't bother putting this event on there. I didn't know. But yeah, the Nuclear Institute in London, they're celebrating World Nuclear Energy Day on the 5th with their annual dinner at the J.W. Marriott Grosvenor House in Mayfair, London. That's the premier event for nuclear industry in the UK. Yeah, I wasn't invited to that. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Flying around in Minecraft, it's the place that we fly. Like Icarus, waxed wings toward the sky. Okay, I think I'm going to set my view distance a little bit higher. Now that we're not teleporting around wildly, I think that was not doing us any favors on the Bobby mod front. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum.
So I was thinking, And I realized one of the reasons that we didn't dig out a whole bunch of areas around was because we dug out where the town is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large chunk that used to be a mountain, and then we also had to dig out the pit for the farm, which is where we got all the deep slate from.
Oh, that makes sense. And so you guys didn't really need to harvest too many resources from around the town because the site itself was the resource.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you can see like part of the mountain like right around the scoop ball arena and stuff where
Mm-hmm.
that was a large like half the area was mountain.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Big wall right there. What are you guys gonna put behind the scoop ball arena? Have you put thought into that?
I'm not sure if we have anything like really for beyond there other than maybe more parking lot, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because it does take a lot to put the parking lot in.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I still need to put the parking lot around my uh, the building in the Hermit Homedale build. So yeah, no, but this is cool. I mean, I don't know if it would make sense to have some sort of train station near the arena going out of town.
Time check, please.
Oh, time check. We have 14 minutes and 22 seconds remain. In theory, there's probably some sort of in-game clock I could build. Alpacatastic says the only problem with the train station is they're nowhere reasonably close to go. Oh yeah, I suppose if you were using like actual Minecraft rails and we're like, oh yeah, let's connect this with something. If you're 4,000 away from 5280 and there's nothing else nearby, yeah. Bum, bum. Centortron says I got away with that at Noir by putting the nether portal inside a block-built train. Oh, that's fair. So you can go somewhere on the train, as long as it's hell. So is this like a little strip mall here at the entrance of town? Like a adopt a duck? That's
Yeah,
cute.
this is supposed to be like a little plaza strip mall.
Fish market, fish not included. Oh, this is cool. You used like custom heads to make these fish segments.
Yeah, that was Tommy.
Ah, very neat. Yeah, I should probably get into designing custom heads like that. Like, because it feels kind of I mean, it's one thing for you guys to do it on like a fun server like this for just hanging out, but like I'd feel kind of weird just taking random heads people drew and then putting them in my Hermitcraft video, especially if I didn't like know who to credit for them, you know? Whereas like, you know, like that computer monitor, if I designed my own computer monitor, um then, you know, I wouldn't have to feel weird about that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Alpaca found that one, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's a little Windows XP head.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's got Windows XP for everything now.
Oh no, yeah, I absolutely love it for your build. Yeah, I would just feel a little weird like putting it in a show that I make money off of without crediting or knowing who made it and stuff. So, yeah. I guess there's a Lays near me. I'm hearing like sound blocks.
Yeah, right next to the nuclear tower. There's one sound block for allays for tridents.
Gotcha, that makes sense. Hmm. And then these houses are just kind of generic mock-ups at this point.
Yeah, we might I don't know, Someone was asking if we would sell a house. We are like, ooh, maybe.
Yeah. Well, and I will say one thing that I had kind of originally envisioned for like the idea of the company towns is that the towns would become, because they're the transit hubs for the server, like folks who join throughout the season would settle their bases or their homes like in the outlying regions around a town. Or, possibly like, buy a house or something like that as a starter home or something, and then go build something off in the distance.
Well, there's plenty of spots around us to build.
Yeah, because like it's one of those things. Like in the past, it's like if you have like one spawn area, and everybody's trying to build as close to spawn as possible, it's like you kind of run out of space. Whereas with this, it's like we have 14 spawn areas, and so people can just kind of find something they like in a biome that they're looking for. That's the other thing too, is like with everybody building near spawn in the past, it's like, well, if the biomes don't match what people want to do, then they end up like in the middle of nowhere, completely isolated, which is not as fun. But yeah. Yeah, because there's all sorts of like little surrounding lowlands and hillsides and stuff out here.
Yeah, there's like a desert to the west of us, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a micro swamp north of us.
Yeah, I think I see that there. Teeny tiny little swamp, but you could fit an ogre.
Just perfect size for an ogre.
Perfect size for one ogre. This is a one ogre swamp, let me tell you.
I forget how far I had to go to get frogs for our frog light farm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I bet.
Because there was like one frog or two frogs over in that swamp, and then like they died.
Mm-hmm. There were exactly two frogs in the swamp. Oh no. Yeah, and they don't just like generally respawn like passive mobs in general.
No, they didn't. So I had to go find more way far out and take slime balls and whatnot. It was a journey.
I too have run into issues trying to move frogs before in Minecraft, so yeah, I can attest to that being a challenge. Mantua Maker mentions that the 5280 town that we flew around earlier has a complete block for community builds for that purpose. Ah, very cool, Mantua Maker. Ender Ninja says frog lights and how to get them is so cryptic. Like the game gives you a vague tooltip on the loading screen about frogs liking small blocky mobs to eat. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to figure out probably on your own. Oh, we got a banana. We got something going on there. We got 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Kindle says, I keep offering to build an Elder Guardian shop at 5280 and getting a cold no in response. Would that make it impossible to mine blocks near you? Because if so, I find it very funny the idea of building an Ender Guardian or Elder Guardian shop on Hermitcraft. I will maybe have to look into that.
Well, you could put one at spawn since your last shop got stolen.
Yeah. I was so disappointed by my last. Joe's got an Elder Guardian shop at spawn. Yeah, that video about the XP shop at Spawn, recovery, and getting Joel his shulkers should be coming out on Monday. I've got a little bit of finishing touches I need to do on the editing for that. I didn't quite get to yesterday, but I'm pretty happy with where that's going. So keep an eye out for a new episode on Monday. Monday, we are also going to be putting out our first monthly newsletter in a while. With all the immigration and wedding stuff and everything that's been going on, I have not had a chance to put one of those out recently. But Tommy and I are getting back in the groove and getting that out hopefully on Monday. So that'll be at joehills.net. Let's see. So yeah, new episode hopefully Monday, new newsletter Monday, new Everstorm server I'm hoping to launch later today. I've got a bunch of stuff I also have to do around the apartment. I've been trying to get all the Christmas decorations and stuff out and the Halloween stuff swapped in. So right now the closet in my daughter's room is completely emptied out and covering her floor. So I need to get that stuff back out off of my daughter's floor so that she has bedroom space again before I can get to any of the server stuff. So it's not going to be right after this. It's going to be sometime later today. Maybe even after the stream. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, new Everstorm launching sometime in the next 24 hours as well. If you're not familiar with the Everstorm server, that is a monthly reset hardcore server that I run. Every month, it is running the latest version of the Minecraft vanilla jar, plus some server-only mods. So people running the latest version of Minecraft can connect to it, but they won't necessarily know what server-side mods they're going to encounter when they get there. It's called the Everstorm server because one of the only consistencies, there's a couple consistencies every month. Every month it's set to hardcore, so one life. Every month it's set so that it's always thunderstorming. And yeah, we do all sorts of different stuff for that. For the October one, I had it set up with as many building generation mods as I could get. And then another thing called something like sparse buildings. And then I set the sparse buildings mod to like negative, so that just everywhere. Centauratron does mention that there was one Easter that I had it set up so every time you logged on you were revived. But I mean, that's just in the spirit of Easter, you know? Can't have Easter without some resurrections. As many as possible. Ender Ninja says, are all the MC servers you run Java only? Yes, I don't have the capacity to run Bedrock servers at this time. It's just too much overhead.
Time, please.
Time is 2 minutes and 37 seconds. So, yep. I was very curious to see if the new release with the Pale Gardens would be out in time for this Everstorm, but unfortunately no. So new Everstorm is still going to be on 121.3, but the January Everstorm will be on whatever the latest version of Minecraft is at the time, probably 121.7 by then, based on how they, try to get a few updates out in time for the holidays. If you enjoy my work, just as a reminder, we've got 1 minute and 54 seconds left in this build contest. We're going to start our evaluation stage after this. But in the meantime, if you want to find me and my streams, joehills.net/soon is where my stream calendar is. I need to message somebody real quick. I need to make sure that I didn't have... I need to verify with Joker that we didn't pick a date for our next Kingdom thing and that I failed to write it down. Because if so, I failed to write it down. I feel like at the end of the stream we're like, let's just pick a date. And then, but I don't know. Let's see, we have 42 seconds remaining. La la la. I have to like stare at the timer. 20 seconds remaining, because otherwise I'll just go off on a tangent and then completely miss this by like 8 minutes. Okay. So let's go. We've got... It's time to put your pencils down, folks. It is Judgment Hour. Bum, 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 bum. We are going to fly to the very front of the parade, and in turn, the folks who built each float will unmute and tell us about this, or if they're not in a good place to talk, we'll use in-game text, and I will read it out loud with the best voice I can possible. Up first, it's Centauratron. Centauratron, are you prepared to present your build? Centauratron. Centauratron writes, for World Nuclear Energy Day, I decided to do a little diorama of perhaps the most well-known nuclear-powered city, Springfield, USA. Oh, I see we have a little Homer Simpson here. H. Simpson 89. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a donut there. Very cute. And we have a little model of Springfield with a Quickie Mart. Springfield Elementary. He's tossing a piece of bubblegum since the parade. Ah, very cool. We've got... Ah, here's the nuclear power plant as well. This is cute. I'm trying to figure out what this is. What is this thing? This is from The Simpsons somehow, but I'm... Oh, that's the donut place, right? Lord Lad Donuts. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's very cute. Well done, Centauratron. Okay, so I'm guessing this is like The Simpsons house right here. Yeah, I like this. Very cool. An excellent submission from Centauratron. That's The Simpsons and the Flanders household. Excellent. Yeah, that tracks. Over here it says Springfield Nuclear Power Plant. Wonderful. This is a World Nuclear Energy Day parade, so very nice. Working in this scale was kind of tough. Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. This is actually shockingly good for this scale. I have done a lot of experimental stuff where I've tried to make things the smallest possible version I could that's still recognizable. And I feel like you really nailed that with this. Even though it took me a second to recognize, like, Lord Lad. Part of that is that I haven't watched The Simpsons too much in years. And so it's like, wait, I know that, I just can't place it. So, yeah, well done. Centauratron. Moving on, we have an empty space, followed by Kindless. What do we got here, Kindless?
We have a very convoluted path to a kaiju for a parade.
Okay, this looks like a
original-
Trogdor attempt almost.
It was. My original plan. Oh, there's a pork chop in there. Good job.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
I figured it was an extra beefy arm, except it was a porky arm or something.
something like that. But
Yeah.
this design, if you fly inside, you'll see a bunch of blocks floating around inside of the armor stand. Because I got the scale wrong when I was doing my testing, and then had to rebuild it at this much larger scale. So I then had to, improvise most of it. But because of this massive size, I'm going to be talking with Mahis after the parade about maybe replacing with something less dominating of the view.
Yeah,
It's
no,
going to be about half as tall.
yeah, that is fair. I mean, I guess you could rebuild it with blocks. But, yeah, or something. Very interesting. Okay, so nuclear kaiju Trogdor. Let's see. What is this on the side here? The Beetroot Boys unionized. Established on DS9. Very cool. Very cool. Alrighty, well, thank you very much, Kindless. And let's see who we've got next. They didn't put their name on the sign. Concave. Concave, what are we looking at here?
Hello, hi, welcome to Concave. We have here Uranium Joe's Nuclear Ice Cream Store.
Ooh.
We were thinking about this from the perspective of normalizing nuclear power to the point where it's a tourist trap. So we've built a 50s-style diner, slight reference to Fallout,
Mm-hmm.
a game neither of us have played to my knowledge, and inside you'll find all kinds of nuclear-flavored ice creams. We were going to label the flavors, unfortunately we ran out of time, but the idea is that they're glowing because they are definitely not irradiated.
And you've got some control rods and a tank here.
That's our reactor powering this ice cream facility.
Very cool.
You can't have uranium Joes without uranium.
Oh, nice. Well done, Joju and Quill Lava Bucket. This was a two-person team effort, or was Alpaca
Yep.
on here too?
Now, this was us plus Moonrose's designed some of the components. What can
Very
do today?
neat. Ah, let me take a look at this from the outside here. It's on like a sled. Very cool, or like a tank tread thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the treads are supposed to be heavy duty for the weight of the build.
They're powered by the reactor.
Very cool. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, well, thank you so much to Joju Moonroses and Quill Lava Bucket for Uranium Joe's Ice Cream. Whoa. Here we've got Superstone. Superstone, you've always got something crazy going on. What is this? Giving Superstone a minute to type or remember the push to talk key.
There we go, I was muted.
Ah, no problem.
Yeah, so this is a... I just got stuck underneath my foot and I have no idea how to... Anyway. This is a model of a fusion reactor. So the idea with these kinds of reactors is that you get some hydrogen fuel inside, and then you slam it really hard with a bunch of pistons all at one time, and it explodes out with energy.
Ooh.
If you notice, there's a control room up on the back.
Mm-hmm.
It has a red button. If you press the red button, we can initiate a reaction.
Okay. I heard something hiss.
So there we go.
Very
I've also
cool.
got a bunch of sheep out front spectating.
Mm-hmm.
And there were going to be a few more sheep and some villagers in the control room, but I didn't have time to get them in there. Over on the side.
Still very cool. I'm going to switch my game mode to spectator real quick and swing through here. Okay. I feel like I heard TNT in here, but is that... I don't know how...
There's TNT.
There's TNT in there. Okay. Very neat. Well, thank you very much, Superstone. And let's see, as we continue along here, or should I say oolong here, I'm going to switch my game mode back to creative so that Lady Oolong can pitch us on this, the future of the atom revolution.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hello.
So the spin I took on the theme, atomic power, something you find at the, in the backbone of a lot of the, classic 50s and 60s science fiction stories.
Mm-hmm.
Atomic power is still very new. The future is all atomic. And my favorite work from that era is the iRobot series by Isaac Asimov.
Mm-hmm.
So the conceit of this is it's a promotional float for United States Robotics and Mechanical Men, which is the fictional company in the iRobot books.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got, I designed this in creative last night.
Mm-hmm.
I managed to build it without Lightmatica. I did use Lightmatica for getting the material list.
Yeah.
The arms in the original were a bit chunkier. I decided to cut that for time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a couple minor celebrities doing the waving. Spaceman Wren is singing on the top tower. The float can play music. I've been advised to warn you before I do that, just in case that's an issue.
Yeah, I really don't want to risk copyright strikes on the VODs for these, so I appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna skip the music. But yeah, no, this is really cool. I think you were right with the thinner arms. And in terms of this being a float, obviously they don't want them to be too heavy anyway. But yeah, this definitely has a fun parade float vibe. Yeah, I like the robot design. Very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much to Lady Oolong for
Thank you.
the future of the atom revolution. And let's see, we got one more float down here. Let's see whose it is. According to this sign, it is Mailman Dave 152's. Mailman Dave, what can you tell me about this?
Okay, so the spin I took on the world nuclear energy is people will talk about strong nuclear energy, but weak nuclear energy is important too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is I'm gonna cut my speech down.
Sure.
So this is actually based off of the Voyager 2 space probe, which is powered by a radiation source. It is powered by a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, and you might be wondering why there's a banana.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So the most common way people encounter radioactive material is actually bananas, because they contain a high amount of potassium-40.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, there's a joke scientific unit called a banana equivalent dose.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you can actually express the amount of radiation something is in like 100 banana equivalent doses, which is like just wandering out all day, or 1,000 banana equivalent doses, which is a chest X-ray.
Mm-hmm.
And so here represented in this build is a giant banana that's built into the Voyager 2 probe.
How many banana equivalent doses are there in the power source of the Voyager 2 probe?
Quite a bit, because the RTG on the back of that thing produces something. Well, when it was first launched, produces something like I think 2.4 kilowatts, which is a lot of radiation. There is like 24 pellets of plutonium in it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think it's like 90 kilograms of plutonium in the back of that thing.
Very cool.
And it's an extremely long-lived power source. So if you can't use solar panels because you're on the back end of the solar system,
yeah,
or you have a Soviet lighthouse and you like a lot of plutonium.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with all this plutonium? I don't know. Light.
Well, I mean, the Soviets liked powering lighthouses with it in remote areas.
That makes sense. Very cool. Yeah, I know RTGs are kind of one of those things that usually don't like using them too much in manned installations in the U.S. Were those Soviet lighthouses manned or unmanned? Kindle says
I believe those
they use them
ones
in
in the Arctic.
pacemakers. Okay.
Well, you can use a little bit of so like a little radioactive source is just a good source of energy if that's pretty low maintenance if you don't need a lot of power.
Yeah. That's cool. Very neat. Okay, well, thank you very much to Mailman Dave. We've got a banana Voyager. There's probably a better name for that, but there wasn't one on the side, so. In review, we have Mailman Dave 152 with the Banana Voyager 2. We have Lady Oolong, the future of the atom revolution. We have Superstone with unnamed internal explosion thing with sheep. We have Joju, Quill Lava Bucket, and Moon Roses with Uranium Joes. Ice Cream Shop. Superstone says Fusion Power is the name of the float. Got it. Okay. If it's on the sign, I'll read that. We have Trogdor, the Nuclear Kaiju Burninator by Kindless. Joju says Uranium Joe's nuclear ice cream. Mailman Dave says Voyager B is good. I'll steal it now. And we have Centauratron's World's First Nuclear Family. See, that's a quality title there. World's First Nuclear Family on The Simpsons. Boy, they do have a lot of energy. So, if I had a multi-judge panel, now would be the time to confer. However, it's just me, and so I'm going to fly around these a few times. I need kind of a one of those things like an Animaniacs where they've got the wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. It's like parade float fly around. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Tell us who will be in third place soon. But yeah, I haven't written that jingle yet. I should do that. Okay, so we're just doing a few quick flybys here so everybody can appreciate all the hard work that went to the parade. Thank you so much again to our hosts, the Trident Town leaders, Alpacatastic, and it was Mahis, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, my brain is terrible at everything. All right, okay. So, I gotta say, this is always a challenge to compare builds in a setting like this, because even though it might seem like pretty defined parameters, like, okay, it's a, small space, you have an hour, you have a defined theme, the level of creativity and the breadth of design, like, none of these builds really look anything like each other. These are all completely different concepts that exist at completely different scales in completely different ways. And it is hard to rank these. So I will say that everybody here did a great job, and I appreciate y'all coming out. So on some degree, I'm just going to kind of go with my gut. And I think that I'm going to have to say in third place is Centauratron's World's First Nuclear Family. It's just a fun little whimsical take on something that's very recognizable. It's tied back into the nuclear power thing. But like, you've got a city at scale here, or a town, a recognizable town. Like, this actually works surprisingly well. I think I said shockingly well, which is kind of a power plant joke. Although you don't really get shocked at a power plant, you just get electrocuted. But yeah, no, I really like the fun scale. This was an interesting challenge you gave yourself, and I think you succeeded. The little Homer throwing the candy and driving the little car in the front. Yeah, just a lot of little touches. There's no one thing that like sold this for me. It's just, it all comes together incredibly well. So well done to Centauratron, taking home third place here. I'm realizing I didn't plan prizes. Centauratron says the 89 on the license plate is a reference to when the show aired on the Tracy Ullman show as well. I actually already knew that. But thank you, Centauratron. /give. Joe Hill says, let's go ahead. I'm assuming nether stars are still helpful. People still need nether stars, right? Is that a thing? Is that a thing people need? That's not a terrible prize. Do you guys have like an infinite nether star farm where these are just, I'm like giving you CO2 at this point? No. Okay. Not a public one. Okay. Well, here you go, Centauratron. Here are 16, assuming I can count correctly, 18 nether stars. As well as what else is valuable these days? You know what? I'm gonna get. I feel like blocks of netherite is one of those things. It's been a while since I've given any of that away. So as well as 16 blocks of netherite, which I'm actually gonna try and count out properly. Boom! There you go. So congratulations, Centauratron, on third place here. Then as we fly around, there's a lot of things to appreciate. It's very challenging. You know, it's really hard to make a call on stuff like this. But once again, like, I'm just kind of going with what tugs at my heartstrings. And I love attending parades in person and seeing people on the floats, waving, the musical act, things like that. It just, I also loved the iRobot books. So, but yeah, the future of the atomic revolution, you know, it's pretty simple, straightforward. United States robotics and mechanical men float. Got a little hover action going on here, I think, which isn't kind of fun and sci-fi. But yeah, it's got a goofy, chill robot design. It just kind of works. It's not exactly, you know, the most applicable thing with the way we use nuclear power in the real world. But I you know, as Lady Oolong pointed out, Asimov, a lot of his science fiction stuff was atomically powered. It's linked in the creative and public consciousness in a way that I feel is appropriate. Whoa. So congratulations for second place, Lady Oolong. Let me go ahead, and you are going to walk out of here with 36 blocks of netherite and 36 nether stars. Enjoy. All right. And for first place, I gotta say, I really appreciate Superstone's take on this concept. Having the pistons and the TNT and everything, I don't know if that thing fires more than once. Can we fire it again? That is pretty darn cool. It's fun and interactive, and you know, you didn't have time to get the sheep and the villagers in, but like, you know, it's just one of those things where it's you if you see something like, I could imagine this in real life, going down the street with the pistons moving and lighting up, and you know, it would just be super awesome, which is not surprising from our pal Superstone. Really, I love the way the glass and everything is on this. It's a cool, iconic design. And so yeah, where is Superstone for prize handing outing? Okay, so let's see here. I am going to give myself another 64 nether stars and more netherite blocks. 1 second, because I just gave away all the other ones. So you get a full stack of each here. Congratulations to Superstone. This was a really challenging one to judge. Like, every single build here was fun, whimsical, interestingly designed, and yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm just going with my gut. But this is, if I had to defend those choices, it would be very challenging. Each and every one of these builds is absolutely gorgeous, and I really appreciate y'all sharing your talents on the server and here with me today on stream. So yeah, thank you so much. Pepper Basenji says, what about frog eggs? I'm not going to give out frog eggs right now. I don't know. We ran into I've seen some problems with people giving out eggs in the past. Maybe I'm going to learn from other people's mistakes for a change. Yeah, the ice cream shop looks great, as Zoe Kins points out. See, that's the thing, is I want an honorable mention. But then I was like, the reason I don't do honorable mentions for any of these is because every one that wasn't in the top 3 would have been an honorable mention, and then we're just going back through the whole list. But everybody did a great job. Okay, so I need to finish getting Christmas stuff sorted out around the apartment here. So as much fun as it would be to hang out longer, I think we are going to send y'all on your way. Ooh, you know who is getting us ready for that cold, cold winter? It's my friend Zombie Cleo, who is streaming The Long Dark. When you get over there, our raid message is howdy y'all, Joe Hills right here. The Long Dark is one of my favorite games to play that I've never played on stream. It's a Canada trying not to freeze to death in winter simulator where you wander around scavenging and trying to make food, and it's like really cool. It's like you're on an abandoned island, alone. It's a really challenging game, super fun. So yeah, when we get over there, our raid messages, howdy y'all, Joe Hills right here. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.